Chris, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what the Urban Water Technology Centre is?
Certainly, Marco. The Urban Water Technology Centre is a specialist centre at the University of Abertay, Dundee. I'm the head of the Urban Water Technology Centre and my name is Professor Chris Jefferies. We carry out research into all aspects of the water cycle in urban areas, but in particular for this project, I'm a national specialist in urban drainage systems, sustainable urban drainage systems. And that's where our connection is with regard to this project.
Okay, so where do marshals fit into this?
Well, over the course of probably the last 15 years, we've done a number of projects, field-based projects on permeable paving. Some of those projects have been on established constructed car parks, for example, and others have been on this site, which is Riverside, Dundee, where we've tested a number of different products for their ability to remove pollutants and their change in the hydrological cycle which the block paving causes. So marshals, I'm sure, knew about this, and they said to us, could we please do some research into particular aspects of the products that marshals have.
Can you explain a little bit about what we're actually testing here?
Well, what we're testing is the block paving system which marshals manufacture. And of course that's not just the concrete blocks on the surface, but it's the structure below that, which is a drainage structure. It has gravel, it may have sand, and it may have geotextiles. So we're looking into the performance of that Marshall specific product and specific recommendations.
Okay, can you talk us through the process of the test itself? So how you're going about collecting the data and putting the elements onto the pavement itself? Well,
we first of all had to construct the 10 panels which you see here at Riverside Drive. They are made to different specifications, some with geotextile, some without geotextile. So that was the first stage. The second stage was to construct the tank supports and the tank setup. Now what the tanks do is they supply water, and that water may be contaminated with the pollutants that we're interested in, or it may not. It may just be clean water for blanks. That is then run through the block paving panels using the rainwater spreaders, the little trickling systems that you can see, and we know what the amount of contaminants are that we put into the system, and we measure the flow and we take samples from the outlet. So you'll see a little bucket from where the samples are taken by an automatic sampler. You'll see a little V-notch where the flow is measured. You'll see a flow measuring device which actually uses the pressure head of the water over the V-notch. All of that enables us to measure the concentrations and the flow, and from the flow and the concentrations we get the load of contaminants which we measure.